During the one-on-one interview, the president clarified that, as of now, the committee has not received an official report from the investigation team and urged members of the community to refrain from making assumptions based on unverified information. Serekunda West Sports Organization President Musa Ndao speaks on why the stakeholders investigation team was launched.
There was a time we had an AGM, and after the AGM it was reported that some missing monies from the wrestling events. So when that happened, it was aired, and then I tasked my auditor, Apply Ture, to do an internal investigation. During the internal investigation, it was recommended that those involved, whose names were involved, to be suspended so that there will be a fair investigation. They were suspended. An internal investigation was done, and after the report came out, the stakeholders decided that they should have an extraordinary meeting. And
the Unverified report claims to detail alleged financial mismanagement within the organization, prompting concerns among stakeholders and community members alike. However, the president emphasized that the committee is prepared to address any issues that may arise once the official report is received. Mr. Ndao hinted that since the onset, he raised concerns to 4 of the 7-member investigation team.
When they formed the investigation team, to be honest, I had my doubts. That is, you cannot accuse me and then investigate me. That's rule number one. That can't happen. You cannot be the judge and the jury at the same time. So when they chose their people, 7 of them, we had an opening meeting, which was perfect. But then at that meeting, I raised my concerns about 4 of the members. That's the chairman, the vice chairman, the secretary general, and 1 of the members. And I told them the reasons why I don't trust them to be part of the investigation. First and foremost, they are not investigators. They have financial backgrounds, but they are not investigators. That we have to know.
SWESO president expressed his commitment to transparency and accountability, assuring stakeholders that once the organization receives the report, it will address its content thoroughly and appropriately. We need to have all the facts before we respond. I encourage anyone with information or concerns to come forward, and we will facilitate a proper review, he added. Mr. Ndao also debunked the allegation that some transactions were not documented. According to him, the treasurer gave the documents asked by the investigators. However, Mr. Ndao encouraged the stakeholders or anyone who needs clarification on the documentation for the other transaction to come forward at Serekunda West.
He gave only the documents that was asked for. The guy who was investigating him asked the documents that he asked for. Those were the documents that he gave out. But then he's having 2 files full of documents, supporting documents and receipts. And I asked him to bring them out. He went to his office, brought the 2 files, and gave it to them. You understand? So we had a very fruitful discussion, and they promised that they're going to adjust the report. You understand? And what I know about investigation, when you do the investigation, the person concerned has to be given the document, and then both of you will agree, and then you decide. But the document never returned back to us. All of a sudden, we saw it in the media and in our pages. So that was a big surprise. And they left those 2 files there. You understand? The documents are there. Anybody who has a doubt from any team or discipline, you can come to the office on your own. We have an open door policy, and then we'll show you everything. Then you will know that we've been cooperative. But then if somebody is investigating you, the documents that he asked for. That's the only thing that you can hand over. You understand? This is it.
The Serekunda West Sports Organization remains dedicated to fostering a spirit of sportsmanship and community engagement, and the leadership is hopeful that the pending report will reinforce the integrity of the organization's operation. Community members are encouraged to stay informed through official channels rather than social media to avoid misinformation. Reporting for Star TV News, I am Baikor.